Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer, and today we're going to take a look at the most important and the most fun role in the store, the customer sales lead, for the CSL. The CSL is the most important role in the store because this role is responsible for maintaining the store's energy level, conversion, and sales results during a specific time frame, usually 2 hours long and called a segment. During a CSL segment, a CSL is focused only on driving sales. They don't do stock takes nor paperwork. They don't take phone calls from the home office. They concentrate on keeping our store a great place for our customers to be and to buy, and on keeping our store a fun place for our associates to work. We recommend CSL segments not be longer than 2 hours because keeping a fun factor going for more than 2 hours at a time is a lot of work, and you can start losing your effectiveness. Now, being the CSL is like hosting a really great party. Your job is to make sure all of your guests, we'll call them customers, get to see and do all of the cool stuff that's going on at your party, like trying fragrances to see which one fits them best and checking out the newest colors and accessories and panties. As the host, you'll measure the success of your party by how much fun your guests have. And your guests, remember, guests equals customers, will tell you that by thanking you with a purchase and by coming back to your party again. Being the CSL is work, just like hosting a party. But being the CSL is also a lot of fun. So let's watch our CSLs in action as they drive results and have fun. Every morning before the store is opened, the first CSL of the day determines what behavior the team will focus on to meet the store's daily sales goal. They set the direction for the store for the day. You'll spend lots of time on how to set the direction and determine the best behavior to focus on in your Business Insight onboarding. What I want you to pay attention to now is the way the direction is communicated to the team. The goal and the behavior are noted or recorded somewhere that all associates can read or listen to when they arrive for their scheduled shift. We call this the daily coaching message or the daily focus message or the daily briefing. Whatever you call it is fine as long as you do it. Now, remember what we said about the role of the CSL. They're the person who's in charge of maintaining the store's energy and fun factor. So when you're recording the message, keep it simple and make sure you sound like you're having fun. Here's a tip. When you're recording a message, smile as you speak. It automatically makes your voice sound more cheerful. Listen to the difference in these two messages.
Hey team, we had a really bad day yesterday. We missed both our sales and our conversion goals. If we keep performing like this, we'll never make our sales plan this month. Our sales plan for today is $7,000 and our conversion goal is 25%. Let's try to do fragrance demonstrations with every customer today and maybe we'll just make it. Good morning, team. We tried really hard yesterday and we just missed our sales and conversion targets. We need to do $10,000 today with a 27% conversion to make our plan for the day and make up what we missed in yesterday's business. Let's focus on doing product demonstrations. I want to hear you say something like, "This is our best-selling fragrance, Bombshell. I'd love to put a bid on you and hear what you think of the scent." I'll touch base with each of you to give you a demonstration goal and make sure you feel good about doing demos. Thanks. Let's have a great day today.
Imagine if you were an associate coming to work. Which of those messages would you rather hear? Okay, so now we've set the direction and all of the associates know what they'll be focusing on during their scheduled shift. What next? Remember what we said about the CSL being the host of a really good party. If you're having a party and you open your doors, what do you do next? You probably move around the party, right? You make sure everybody's being talked to, that there's plenty of food on the table, that no one spilled anything that needs to be cleaned up. You probably answer questions people have, like, where did you get the recipe for this? You do the same thing when you're the CSL. Once your store is open, you want to move through the store, watching customers and listening to how associates are connecting with them, answering any questions associates might have. You're making sure the store looks as beautiful as it did when you first opened, and you're doing whatever you need to do to make sure all of the customers are being helped and everyone's having a great time. This is what you'll spend most of your time doing when you're the CSL. It's called motion, observe, action. And it's just what it sounds like. Being in motion means you're moving around the store, not in the back room doing paperwork and not behind the cash wrap, but on the sales floor. Think about it. How could you be in charge of driving sales and making your store fun if you're in your back room? And what are you doing when you're moving around the sales floor? You're observing. You're observing the operations of the store. You're making sure the cash wrap is efficient and the product's being replenished as it's sold, for example. You're observing customers to make sure they've all been helped. And you're observing associates to make sure they're comfortable assisting customers. Now, we have a tool that helps you with this CSL behavior. It's called the associate observation. A formal observation should be done monthly on each associate, but the form can be used anytime, especially if you need an idea of what sort of behaviors to be looking for. This associate observation also makes the next CSL behavior, taking action, really easy. As you observe activity on the sales floor, you might see things that aren't working that you need to change. You also might see things that are working that you want to praise. For example, associates need to assist multiple customers at the same time. So when you see an associate helping just one customer and others aren't being engaged, you'll need to take action and remind or coach the associate to help all customers. This reminder or coaching should be really quick and simple and always, always positive. Remember, as the CSL, you're in charge of keeping a high energy level in the store. Let's see what this could look like. Here's the situation. Cindy, our CSL, has noticed Renu has been helping only one customer while two others have walked past her. She's not engaged or acknowledged them in any way. Cindy's going to have a conversation with Renu, reminding her of how important it is to help multiple customers. As Cindy coaches Renu, listen for a couple of things. Cindy makes sure no customers or associates are listening to their conversation. She gets Renu's perspective of the situation and makes sure Renu understands what she's supposed to do before coaching her. And she ends the conversation on a positive note. So let's take a look at what it looks like when you have an associate behavior you need to change.
Can I interest you in a wallet? There's this great wallet that actually matches back to it. It's got a nice zipper to keep all everything safe, and a change pocket, and a gorgeous material as well.
I love that. That's perfect.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'll have to give you both of these.
Okay,
and
great.
If you wouldn't mind just checking out at the cash wrap.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you like your product.
Thanks.
Good.
Hey, Renu. Nice job.
Thank you.
She got the wallet too.
Yes, she did. I was very
Fantastic.
excited.
Good job.
Yeah.
I just have one question for you. When you were assisting her for a while, I noticed one customer and then there was another that kind of got, lost. Can you tell me about that a little bit? Why you didn't break away to help
I
her?
was so focused because she had picked up some Victoria product and then she came and picked up the bag. I wanted to make sure she had that one-on-one service that our
I get it.
customer likes. Yeah.
You know what I'd really appreciate? If you could signal to me or pass them off to another associate,
Okay.
just so that we can make sure that all of our customers get assisted.
Makes sense.
Thanks a lot. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate it.
So that's what it looks like when you observe activity on the sales floor that you need to change. Sometimes we can think talking to an associate about something they could do better takes a long time and is a really hard thing to do. But as you just saw, it can take 30 seconds, and I don't think anyone would consider that conversation a difficult conversation to have had. Do you? Now, let's talk about another circumstance that might require a coaching conversation with an associate. When you see something you want to praise. Let's look at the same scenario, but this time, Renu was able to help 3 customers at one time, and all 3 of them bought something. So Cindy's going to have a conversation with her to congratulate her. As Cindy coaches Renu, listen for a couple of things. Cindy makes sure no customers or associates are listening to their conversation. She shares her perspective of the situation, explaining very specific behaviors that she saw Renu demonstrate. And again, she ends the conversation on a positive note. congratulating Renu, and encouraging her to continue to do those behaviors.
Sam, what are you shopping for today?
I'm just looking for a present for my sister.
Oh, well, this is a great option. These are the brand new spring colors in the spring line. They're all leather, and we offer them in a snap close as well as a zipper option.
I like that one.
Just take a look at this. It's great. It's got a zipper feature and a lot of great compartments. Will you do that? Give me 1 second, please. Sure, you're looking at our new spring fragrance, Glamour.
Yes.
We've got a lot of wonderful gifting options. Cindy's at the front of the store. If you wouldn't mind heading to the front, she can help you.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, this, and then we also have this matching phone case and matching bags to go.
Wow,
It's a lot
great.
to choose from. Yeah, why don't you take a look at some of these options? Give me 1 second. I apologize. Oh, ma'am, you're looking at the fantasies.
Yes, there's so much to choose from.
There is so much to choose from. Jennifer can help. She's finishing up with a customer, but she'll be right with you and can help you make some decisions.
Great, thank you.
So what were you thinking?
I think I'm actually going to go with both of these.
Both of these. Wow, great choice. I'll give you these. They're all wrapped up for you. And if you wouldn't mind heading to the cash wrap, we can help you there.
Hey, Renu.
Oh, hi,
Nice
Cindy.
job.
Thank you.
I saw you assisting 3 customers. I just really want to congratulate you because you did a fantastic job. I know you've been working at it and you nailed it.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
And that's what it looks like when you have a conversation with the sales associate who's done something on the sales floor you want to recognize. Okay, we've talked about setting the direction for the day and about being in motion, observing, and taking action. There are 2 other behaviors CSLs will demonstrate during their CSL shift or segment: the mid-segment update and handing off to the next CSL. These are both ways of sharing results and continuing to encourage teams to perform. The mid-segment update is done halfway through a CSL segment, and the audience is the associate team. Its purpose is to maintain the excitement among the associates and encourage them to achieve the CSL segment goals. The handoff is done at the end of a CSL segment, and the audience is the next CSL. The purpose of the handoff is to help the incoming CSL understand what's working in the business and what's not, so they can start their segment by taking the necessary action rather than wasting time trying to figure out what the outgoing CSL has already determined to be happening. Again, you'll learn more about the mid-segment update and CSL handoff in your Business Insight onboarding. We started this video by sharing the CSL is the most important role in the store and that it's also the most fun. We talked about the importance of being focused solely on the business, not on tasks, but on the customer and on the associates and on the sales. We reviewed the behaviors every CSL must do: being in motion, observing, and taking action to drive store results, and we showed you how to do these behaviors. The only thing we didn't talk about may be the most important thing. You have to make the role of the CSL your own. You have to use the words you feel natural using. You have to move at the pace you're comfortable moving. You have to coach associates in a way that's comfortable for you. How I CSL is different than how Cindy CSLs, and that's okay. What matters most is that you do the behaviors we've identified as critical, and you do them in a way that's genuine for you and that gets results. You'll spend a lot of time learning about the CSL in your management onboarding. Please have fun with the role. Don't be intimidated by it. Make it your own. Make it work for you and for your team. And never be concerned about asking your direct manager questions about the role. Just like we have associate observations to help our associates build skills, we have CSL observations to help you build this muscle too. Get a copy of the observation form and read it. It will help you understand the intent of the role and why the role is so important to our business. Thanks for watching this and for everything you do for Victoria's Secret. You're going to have a chance to practice CSLing soon. Have fun and make an impact on your customers, on your associates, and on your business. I know you will.